that, you made that, that you made that, that you made that.
Silent Hill TDS, J. Leo, Hitchhikers. Check. I'ma spit fire and propane. Keep a little baggie of some veggies, your romaine. Zombie ass bitch tryna eat up the whole brain. While this bummy ass nigga still asking for more change. Get your taste buds lit, popping right under your tongue. Lighting up a sharp strain, feel like it's chopping your lungs. Smoke another leaf to the head, feeling like Danny Phantom. Got a medicine jar in my car full of zany samples. Running with the factions when my rations getting low. Get down on the floor, blood races like I'm whipping blow. Shit show for show, I don't know, I just release and go. Can't hear what you're saying, this sweet too loud and you're speaking low. Johnny smoking haze in a blaze, I got heat to throw. Then I'm let the heater flow and send you to the heat below. Think it's a game, I pick the date before you let them roll. Think I'm insane, but from the start I never had control. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? Have you ever laid with a demon with the flames by your bedside? Smoking the air, sipping on spirits, get the mood right, get the crew hype. Middle fingers to the blue lights, dancing on your grave while I gaze into the moonlight.
Rolling through the city, heart is empty, but I'm feeling frisky, knowing I can make it even though these niggas want it in me. Got some rolling papers and some bitches, yeah, we getting litty, feeling out of place. Fuck it, I got my niggas with me. We on a long road, smoking trees and bagging hoes. Love is faded, I'm jaded, consequences are never told. Running out of characters, the real me is getting old. Facing the facade, 50 shades, and I fall below. I'm on some new shit, underworld a new bitch. Your loose lips tangle you up, I guess this news fits. I do this, spitting some fire in meth doom. Hits the sun god, bringing some light. Now watch your mood switch, hieroglyphs when writing scripts. Now my stay but conquering, conjuring some spirits in the valleys where they die and quit. Just a gladiator on a righteous tip, still sharp and steel, but I'm colder than the Arctic gets.
Check. What is up? 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 How's everybody doing tonight? It's your boy Wildcard Mar. As always, say midnight hour. Say Wildcard Mar. We are here, episode 143. Yeah, 143. I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition. It's a pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be here. Yes, it is. As y'all know who it is. The boy 40 Water, the homie, aka Silent Hill TDS. Him and the homie J. Leo Pamel Devil Dance, the official, unofficial theme song to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition. Y'all go show them some love on YouTube at Hitchhikers. YouTube at Hitchhikers. Go show them some love. While you over there at YouTube, go ahead, show us some love. I.O.W. Sports Network at YouTube. That's the YouTube page with all the content is at, from Money Line with Nick Sean to Wildcard Mar, Wild Quick Rant, I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl, I.O.W. Sports. All the content is there. You can always follow us on Instagram. Yes, on Instagram, but we ain't doing nothing crazy. And then also you can always follow us on Twitter. Go on over to the Facebook page, y'all. Y'all can drop your takes. Memes that are real funny about sports related memes, drop those. But that's where the public page is at for all you guys to drop your own type of content, sports related. And if you got a sports podcast, we emphasize on the network part. So definitely go ahead and join up, showcase your content. Might end up doing a collab with I.O.W. Sports. If you got a small business, man, drop your content. We emphasize on the network part. We are trying to build a page that everybody can network. And most importantly, go over to your respective app store, whether it's the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, and download the I.O.W. Network app. A lot of great music, a lot of great content. Man, it's a dope little app. Definitely go check it out, download it, and it's free. Free, free. Go get that. But without further ado, of course, the big homie, old man, decided to keep his ass up today.
No, I didn't.
I just took a 2-hour nap during the net game. That's all.
Wait, hold on. Which one is older? You or that hat?
This hat? Oh, this is a brand new hat, but it's got the old
old school logo.
It's got the old school. Yeah, this is the one I'm always
like
wearing
that.
backwards, but
no. I was like, man,
I like the old logo, man. The old logo is dope.
Bro, I was like, damn, man, I ain't seen the old Jets logo in forever.
Let me ask you a question. Is that enough light with this little camera ring, or should I bring in the crazy eye blinders?
Nah, you fine, man. You can turn that light off, man. I trust me, you're bright enough we can still see you. You shine, baby. Big shine.
Got a face for radio, right? We don't need to see you. Do this.
Hey, man, I might have said that a time or two to a couple females back in the day. I know I was wrong. Matt, what up? I got you right there.
Almost. I would have spit all over the fucking laptop you guys just sent me.
Matt,
I'll send it back. I need another one. What did you shoot all over it? Lamar made me laugh.
Stephanie, how you doing? We are on episode 143, Steph.
143. That's the old I love you beeper code.
Yeah.
For you young kids, you got to Google that shit.
Yeah, they don't know what a beeper is. And Steph said lights off is better, Nick. She says she can see.
Damn, Steph shooting shots. Damn, Steph, what I do to you, girl?
Shout out to our longtime faithful listeners. Matt's in the house. Steph's in the house.
What's up, guys?
But y'all know how it is. We got to get down with a couple of wildcard Martin top plays of the night. I mean, it's just something that just has to be done. She said 143. It might be prime.
What's up?
No, man, I saw a couple plays tonight watching some basketball in between watching shows with the wifey, but this one caught my eye. I mean, some of these young guys in Detroit, they're not playing for a little bit of pride, and they caught themselves a top player tonight.
Bagley's had an impact off the Piston bench. That one's lobbed to Allen. Grant anticipated, knocked it down. Cunningham behind the back. Look at Bagley. Oh, my.
Well, that's what gets the crowd going.
Here in this second quarter, this Cunningham to Bagley. Got the home.
I like it.
Man, what are you doing putting a Duke guy on there? The fuck you trying to get me all fired up at 12:05?
Hey, if they made
Marvin Bagley wasn't a Duke long enough to be considered a Duke guy. He was literally there for like a cup of coffee.
Hey, that's what happens when you're in the one and done phase in college basketball. Yeah. I mean, what can you do?
I didn't get a chance to hate him.
Well, yeah, he went there. He was
gone before I could really hate him.
I don't know what it is. I can't stand Duke players, man. I don't know what it is about Duke players. I just can't stand them. And I respect the hell out of Coach K, but something about him irks me too. I don't know what it is.
I had a conversation with somebody yesterday when I was down at the basketball gym for a few hours working, and I said to them, I was like, you know what? I'm like, I think the Coach K thing's a total front. Like, he's an egomaniac. Roy Williams waited to the end of the year and said, I'm going to announce my Coach K's like, I want a farewell tour. I'm going to say it before the season. I go, I hope to God, like, after Coach K passes away.
Wait, hold on.
Let me finish my rant. I hope to God the book comes out about what an asshole he was behind closed doors. Like, the being kind thing was just like a total front.
I didn't hear nothing you said because you just went full on like, what was that, dog?
That's Coach K. I want a farewell. That's what Kobe did too. I want a boat like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got. That's my I'm being pouty and pompous little voice and actions.
Wow, I don't know what to even.
This is not in the couch, Nick. When Nick's up in the computer chair now, you're gonna get more lively, Nick. In the couch, I'm like, I start the show sitting up, and then I start slouching and sliding sideways out on the couch.
But bro, I don't know. That was like some Chris Farley type of David Spade. Like
that's me. For years, I said, "There's no way I'm living past 33 years old like Farley," but lucky me, I did it. That's mine.
Oh my
Oh
goodness!
shit, the chair just dropped.
Well, you got a low rider over there for a computer chair?
I turn
Yeah, man. This
I'm
man
trying to
got
get the
two.
handle in so it doesn't. Oh, I did it. All right.
He got 2
Sometimes the
cups of
chair will
coffee
tip.
in a sticky bun.
Sticky, icky. See, we each got our own stickies.
Oh, you like Coach K, Steph? Oh man.
What is this? All these alerts popping up now.
I
I
don't
like
know.
him too, Steph. I like him retired. I'm a North Carolina Tar Heel fan, Steph. So
Yeah, your bias
respect him.
is warranted.
It's like Brady. I respect him. I just don't like him. You know what I mean? Like you respect the greatness, but I can deal without him.
Steph said that a lot of people aren't they don't like the fact that he curses a lot more. They won't like us. They won't like us.
Oh,
Hey,
Steph's
stop,
a Tar Heel fan?
hey, stop showing your age over there, Matt. He said we're in our 40s. So Matt definitely knows about the Beaver, bro.
Since we're talking college ball, Arizona is up 20 over.
Matt, y'all better be up. Y'all playing damn Utah. Utah's not good like that, bro, in basketball.
Yo, Matt, I'm gonna tie this in a pretty little bow right now with my Dave Chappelle like sense of humor. The only thing higher than you and Lamar right now was Keith Van Horn socks.
Hey man, don't hate on the double bars.
I'm not hating on him. I'm not. I love Keith. He was a net. I love Keith Van Horn. He's a great white hype.
Don't hate on Keith Van Horn.
You had
bro.
Keith. You had Elmer's Glue White Keith Van Horn. Like, look,
Elmer's
look, I'm gonna show you right now. Look at the camera. This is normal white people. Oh shit! Hold up. Damn jokes, son of a bitch.
Oh, it kills your joke. Wait, but hold on. Wait.
Here's regular white people. Here's Keith Van Horn white people. Motherfucker was his own glow stick.
Wow. I can't.
Kerry Kittles would go to the club and dance with Keith Van Horn in his hands.
Hey man, I'm not gonna sit here and have any more of this Keith Van Horn slander. All right.
Slander. Keith Van Horn and masked Kerry Kittles would be the greatest WWF tag team of all time. Remember when Kerry Kittles had to wear the mask?
The Phantom of the Opera mask because he had his
The Phantom of the Meadowlands.
Oh yeah, double four is big Keith Van Horn. You right?
Yeah,
man.
man.
That, man.
He was good.
Matter of fact, you didn't got me off topic because we got.
He's the Mormon version of Dirk and Luca. That was the best Utah could do.
Well, this what your boy Jason Tatum did to your Nets today, man. Check this out.
Oh, that's a man's jam, Jason Tatum. Oh my!
Here's Tatum. He comes in. It wasn't even really a big ball, more like a give and go cut. Got it going to the basket, and they're late on the help. And that's a fairly strong finish there.
Fairly
strong.
Fairly strong finish.
I didn't see it. I'm gonna do my Pee Wee Herman. You're breaking up.
Oh no, you saw it. You just
you
just don't want to sit there and just take the rap that your boys got yoked on.
I don't care about getting dunked on. They won the game. That's more important. Celtics won the game. That's more important.
Yeah, so
I will say
they won
this.
the game.
He went to Duke, and he plays in Boston. So, by my oath of life, I should hate his fucking guts. But I've said, and I'm a little disappointed in Tatum because 4 years ago I said he would be a top 5 player in the league. Now he shows moments of that, but he's not consistent enough to get up there. You can't even put him in the top 10 or 15. There's nights that he plays like it. He'll drop a 45, 50-point game in the playoffs. But then the next night he's 3 for 17. So I was big on him, and you know I like my predictions, and I love coming out right on my predictions more than anything. But I'm a little disappointed where Tatum's career is right now and where I thought it would be. Like I thought he would be where Ja is right now.
I would probably.
He's
I would
still
say,
got potential, right? Like the book isn't closed. He's 23. That's how long he's been in the league. He's only 23.
well, he's only going to get better. Let's just be
Yeah.
honest. He's only going to get better, and so that works in his favor for sure. But I I would say, yeah, Tatum's probably just a one tier below Ja, and I think Ja is on the that real cusp of going into that stratosphere level. I think
Yeah.
he's on the cusp.
He's knocking on the door, right? He hasn't entered the room yet, but he's right there. He's as close as you can get.
He's sitting at the kiddie table. I would probably say that. If we talking like Thanksgiving table, only the adults at the big table, and
Okay.
he's at the kiddie table right behind.
Same thing, right? You're at the kiddie table.
Yeah,
And you're not
yeah.
there yet. You're knocking at the door. You're not there yet, but you're as close as you could possibly get.
Yeah, and so
You know what would help him? More exposure and people seeing him every night, and not just a highlight. Seeing his full game, seeing him play 42 or 48 2-3 times a week. Because he's not in the big market. He's not in LA. He's not with Golden State. He's not with Brooklyn. He's not in the Bulls or the Heat. He's not.
He's in Memphis, Tennessee, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like it hurts him exposure wise. I'm not saying his game isn't there, but I think people would have a greater appreciation for the game if they had more access to him. You know what I mean?
What it is he needs to have a good playoff run this upcoming playoffs.
That's national exposure. Every game's nationally televised, so that's the same thing, right? You're going to get that on national television every game. The way the NBA structures their playoffs, they want every game on by itself now. They think they're the NFL.
And not only like a good playoff run, but I'm talking about like he's doing like Dame Lillard type of stuff, but winning. Like he needs to get at least to the second round. And I'm talking about like putting up. He don't need to put up godly numbers, but I mean,
it just needs to be himself, right?
Keep your turnovers low,
yeah.
and keep your efficiency high. That's all.
You have all the talent in the world. Play within yourself. That's the key to playoff basketball.
My God,
Kobe even got caught trying to do too many times, and like had to be sat down and like reeled in. In football we call it youth sports hero ball. You try to do everything on your own, and actually hurt your team more than you help them.
Yeah, and I don't want him to get into that thing, but I mean, for sure, Memphis they have to continue to build around him. I mean, I do like the Steven Adams coming over, get your size, your defense, your rebounding. I do like the fact that Jaren Jackson Jr. is coming along as well. He's still young, and Memphis actually relatively is a young squad.
Yeah.
So I think when they got bumped out in the first round last year against Utah, a more veteran team, they
and that Utah team was just draining threes on them, like nonstop, man. They were hitting like 15 a game as a team, minimum.
Yeah. They were.
And if they missed, Gobert got the rebound and kicked it back out, and then they hit it. But their 3-point shooting was ridiculous in that series.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a weird comparison. I don't know if it'll come to fruition, but the Memphis Grizzlies kind of remind me of like a Cincinnati Bengals-esque.
That's good. They got the young. I don't want to say it in a negative way. I'm not, but that young, cocky, confident, I can take on the world type of player. You can see that in Ja, who's quiet with it, and Burrow's a little more flashy. But for what I know from Ja, he's a humble guy. He's not rah, look at me type from anything I've ever seen. If I'm wrong, let me know.
Yeah. And I don't know. He oozes confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like you see it in his play.
You gotta when you're on that level. You gotta believe in yourself when you're on that level, or else you won't become great.
But his team's feeding off of it, and that's why I'm getting the comparison of the whole Cincinnati bingo.
The team believes in you. You can do a lot more. When they know we got the right guy, that's half the party, right?
Yeah, and I know we talked about it earlier today, but to me, I think they might be that type of surprise team that might mess around and do some damage in the playoffs. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to win the championship, but I mean,
What did we say the other night? The Jordan and the Bulls, right? Ja is right there. He just needs that number 2 to get up there with him to help take them to the next level, to be that title contender type. I like him. I like his game. I like the person. I can't find a negative about him.
they need a good.
And you know me, I can find the negative. I found negatives in Coach K, who's been like as close to godly as you can get. And I trust Coach K. So you know me, I could spit hate on anybody at any second. But with Ja, I can't find anything wrong. Ja's KD. He's the number 2 pick. He's going to have the fucking legendary career. And the guys who went in front of both of them, Odin and Williamson, are always going to have question marks. And it's going to be, man, I can't believe you took that guy in front of that guy.
I'm telling you, those comparisons are just damn near parallel. I mean, they are very parallel.
Did I do the numbers with you?
Yeah. You said them earlier, like Zion's only played what 4 more games?
Zion played 61 games in year 2. So did Odin. Odin missed all of year 1. Zion's missed all of year 3. And then in Zion's year 1, he only played 24. And in Odin's year 2, he only played 21. So 2 3/4 years into their career, they're only 3 games apart played.
Yeah.
They've missed 120 and they've only played like 85 and 89.
Damn. That is
82
atrocious.
and 85. I'm sorry.
That is atrocious.
Bad. It's bad. I go to work more than that.
That is atrocious. Like how do you expect to build around a high draft pick like that, a number 1 overall draft pick?
That's why you're not good. When you get that number 1, man, you got to hit it. Sometimes number 1 is a number 1 on another level, right? We said it last week. Sometimes you get number 1 and you take Baker Mayfield. Other years you get number 1, you get Peyton Manning or Andrew Luck or Joe Burrow. Sometimes you get number 1, you get Cunningham. Other times you get number 1, you get Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Can't say Jordan because Jordan was taken 3rd.
But man, like, you're not available. All that talent is just
It's the best ability, right? We said it. We say it like every show. The best ability is availability, man. You got to be there for your team. And JJ Redick's dogging Zion today, saying that he didn't even text McCollum.
I saw that
when he got to the team. And other players like, why are you coming down on it? Why? No, it's like a decent thing to do. You get a new teammate and you're the leader of the team, even though you ain't been around. Hey, man, welcome. Hopefully I get healthy. I can't wait to get out there with you. I think it'd be a good addition to the team. Done. Simple.
Well, just in general, just build that team camaraderie. I mean, I thought that was just what it is. It's like, hey, man, maybe
the new day, man. These young kids don't know how to be cordial sometimes, man. They don't know the respect. They don't know the right thing to do because all they've been spoon-fed for the last 6, 7, 8 years is how great they are, and they're all that matters. You get those AAU coaches in your year who want a piece of the pie, and they just build you up. You don't have to worry about anybody else, man. We got you. You're all we need. Some people buy into that mentality and don't know how to be the team guy. They're jealous that someone else is playing and they're not. Who knows what it is, right? Like, I'm just spitballing. I'm not accusing Zion.
Yeah. I just think
but this young generation, man, sometimes they don't know what's right and what's wrong, or they don't know the right move to make.
I just think that's weird in general. Like, how do you not make sure that you trying to build that team camaraderie? Because if you somehow come back, Zion, and CJ's still there, hello. I mean, you got to know how to, be on some type of good camaraderie to know how to play with this guy. I'm not going to dog him for not calling him, but it just kind of questions if he really wants to be there.
Can I ask you a quick technical question?
Yeah, what's up?
Not to slow down the momentum. This afternoon, I was able to see the comments and then add them to the bottom of the screen. Now tonight, I can't. Is there a reason?
Because you probably clicked on the link that I sent you. But that's what I was saying. If you got the StreamYard, you can go straight into the session.
All right. I'll get the login from you guys after. Okay. Yeah, I was just scrolling over it with the mouse trying to add the comments I see on the right. But I can't do that from here. Okay. All right. No problem.
No, that's what it was. It's all right. We'll get you right, bro. It will. The login Mel got it. I ain't got it. And plus,
Okay. Okay. I just was curious if I fucked up, like doing something wrong. I'm new to this shit with the laptop now. So for those that don't know, Mel and Jamel, the I.O.W. brothers, sent me the laptop, the camera, the microphone. So if I sound sexier than normal, Matt, now you know why.
Whoa. Did you just use the S word?
Oh, fuck yeah, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the mix shine on the late night. Take that bottle of wine, make that bubble bath, and enjoy the show. I got you from 12 to 1, WBLS, New York.
Wow. He said, if the voice sounds sexy. You know what, play? I ain't even mad at you. So, ladies, y'all slide into Nick John's DMs. You slide into slide. Like, just slide. Go ahead.
Slide to the D. Slide to the M. Crisscross.
Oh, man.
Matt knows WBLS is like the jazz slow jam. And there's a guy who gets on. It's here we are with the quiet storm. It's 8:00 on Friday night. We got you covered. Like, that's how he talks, like the whole fucking show. I forget his name, Matt. If you remember his name, let me know.
He's got the quiet storm.
It's all love making jazz music he plays from like 8 to 11 on like a Friday night. Whoa! I almost flipped the desk.
Whoa. Calm down over there, bro. Calm down.
Coffee late at night, man. 2-hour nap and then a coffee. I'm ready to ride.
Matt saying reports are that Zion doesn't trust Griffin, the GM.
I thought Griffin is what he called his ACLs. He doesn't trust Griffin.
Well, first of all, can we get you on the court first? How about that?
Yeah, like what is there to trust? Like you need to trust your rehab guys right now. You need to trust your physical therapist.
And stay away from all the gumbo.
I think I was on an NBA court more recently than he was.
I'm telling you, man, like this guy is not.
No, Stephanie, it's StreamYard, but I can come in as a visitor. Or I saw her question. Technical is at Zoom. It's StreamYard for streaming the podcast. And I guess earlier I was logged in, so I had access to the show controls, but now I'm just like a visitor in the show, so I can't add the comments.
Yeah, because you probably hit log off.
No, I never logged in. That's why I didn't know if I fucked up.
Oh my gosh. Hey, this is so funny, guys, when you see old guys with technology. And it's
not somebody new to a new platform. It's got to be an age thing, you fucking ageist. The afternoon you were a waitist, now you're an ageist. You son of a bitch.
Matt said, trust his body, his body won't hold up. And I mean, Nick said that millions of times. I mean,
he needs to do what J-Lo did for her ass. He needs to insure his legs for like $30 million. I'm not even fucking joking. Like his legs are not going to hold up with that frame. When you jump that high and you're that explosive and you're coming down with that weight, oh man, you're gonna have bone on bone soon in your knee. Like the ligaments and the tendons and the muscles are gonna fucking go away from that heavy impact.
He's going to have to do what I think they was doing overseas in Europe, right? In Germany. I think what Kobe did when they took some kind of fat somewhere and recreated a tendon in his knee or something, some kind of reconstructed stuff like that.
I feel bad, man, because I watched that kid from his sophomore year in high school, and I was big on him. And then, obviously, when he went to Duke, the excitement died down. I was hoping, like, if he didn't choose Carolina, I was like, all right, stay in South Carolina. Go to South Carolina where I could still root for you and like you. And then he went to Duke, and then his fucking sneaker blew out in the Carolina-Duke game like a minute and a half into the game, which is one of the wildest things I've ever seen happen. Ron Howard smacking a guy is not as crazy as Zion's shoe exploding like a suicide bomber.
Not only did
even Nike's shoe was like, fuck this, dude. This guy's too big and powerful.
Not only did he bust out the shoe, that shoe exploded, though.
Exploded. That little Chinese kid who made that shoe probably got beat to death that night.
The thoughts and views of I.O.W. Sports are not.
The hiring procedures of Nike are not those of I.O.W. Sports. That should be the disclaimer. We are not Nike. We are not Kathy Lee. You will not see minors being put to work here. Although my son was part of the show the other day for the draft. But he's tall enough to be an adult.
Oh God! Oh my goodness! I can't even come back for that. But no, their shoe just straight got obliterated. I've never seen so much force just come out of his shoe.
It ripped like Scotch tape was holding that together. Like you tried wrapping me up in a box on Christmas morning, and like I sneezed, and the box just fucking blew apart with all the wrapping paper. That's exactly what happened.
Just as long as you sneeze and don't fart, I think we good.
No, I know Stephanie's here. I want to be gentlemanly like that. I didn't want to keep it there, but
now you want to be a gentleman. Okay. Jeez, this guy. Look,
you can see me. Did you? I
news
one of these.
Yeah.
Blink twice for yes.
Coming out of Kansas City, my boy Eric Bieniemy's coming back. I mean, this is probably the most craziest thing I've ever seen. First, this guy can't get a job as a head coach. I mean, I'm not sure what else does he need to do as offensive coordinator to show that he can do it. I mean, and then all of a sudden, after the AFC Championship loss, I was seeing all kind of crazy round reports. Him and Mahomes been at a rift, been at beefing at each other, yelling and cussing at each other. And I'm just like, why now? Why does he? What's the point of all this coming out now? I mean, obviously, all the vacancies got filled up, and then all of a sudden, his contract was expired, and he was technically a free agent.
Yeah.
I really don't even know what to really make of it. So I mean, I feel like there's something more, under the surface with this whole situation, and I can't put my finger on it because
they brought him back, so whatever it is isn't too bad, right? I see the comments, Matt. Yeah, I am fired. Real quick, Matt. When I make my coffee, I put the K-cup in. I fill the one thing with water. And I run it. But then I have a big coffee mug. So I'll just put more water in, use the same cup. So the second part is not as strong. I only made the one fill up tonight instead of having a giant cup, but it's more potent. So that's why I'm a little jacked up tonight. And Stephanie says, you guys have a great rapport even when you cuss. I'm from New Jersey, Steph. I apologize. Here, they're not curses. They're used for emphasis. and adjectives.
They're a noun. They describe a person, place, or thing.
They're to show emotion. They're not to be disrespectful. I apologize.
Oh yeah, because I mean, the word motherfucker is a noun. It describes a person, place, or thing. Go watch Kings of Comedy. Watch Bernie Mac. He'll go break it down.
Oh, legend.
Legend. Yes, legend. But no, I mean, I know we've had
bring me down, man. Now you got me sad thinking about Bernie passing so young.
I don't know, brother. It's all right. Watch Soul Man. Soul Man with him and Samuel Jackson. That's a funny one too. But with Bieniemy, man, I it's such a weird situation because I know we've had our takes. Like I think he's the coach in waiting in Kansas City.
Yeah, has to be.
I don't. Other than that,
we all thought McDaniels was the coach in waiting in New England, especially after he burned Indy a couple years ago, right? We all thought McDaniels went back and he would just be.
I'm surprised the Raiders wanted him.
Very. I keep thinking he went back to Denver. I keep forgetting he's with the Raiders. For some reason, I keep saying to myself, "Oh, he went back to Denver." I don't know. It's just in my head. I can't get it out. But the enemy, it's interesting, right? Like we said earlier, if there was a beef with him and Mahomes, he wouldn't have the job. There's no way you're upsetting Mahomes to bring the enemy in.
No.
Maybe Andy's like one more year. Did you find out the contract yet? You're more in with the Chiefs info than I am.
As far as I know, what I saw, they weren't really releasing details on it, but it looks like it's pretty much going to be like a 1-year deal.
Maybe that's tied to Andy. Maybe they talked to Andy And Bieniemy's like, yo, what the hell, man? You told me 3 years ago he was going to retire. And he's like, I got one more year in me. Take the offensive coach for one more year, and then the job will be yours.
Well, this might shed some light on it because Andy was actually in those talks.
Oh, I'm sure. It's his staff, right? The head coach is the one who hires the staff.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like,
The office okays it, but the head coach, he's got the right to hire his staff.
Mm-hmm. And so, if he's talking with Andy, and obviously I'm pretty sure Andy wouldn't have him back if he didn't want him.
Andy's an old goat. He's old people are stuck in their ways. I can attest to that. If you don't want somebody around, you don't have them around, especially at that level. If there's any, what do you call it?
Disagreements
or any animosity, any tension. Why would a head coach bring that into his locker room?
Oh, no doubt. Because
you're not the Cowboys. You're not welcoming drama when you.
Yeah, but I'm saying speak on it because you do have to have some type of unity at the coaching level for your team to succeed.
You're not bringing in somebody into the locker room unless you're on board and we're all going here. If we got different shit going on, you don't want that. Like, that's a Cowboy move. We'll do it for the storyline. We'll be talked about. No, teams that want to win don't do shit like that. Yeah. Teams that want to have media sales do that. Media sales don't get you W's. That's why Andy's so consistent winning throughout the years, and he's one of the greatest coaches of all time with wins.
Yeah, he's up there.
I'm gonna look that up. That's what I'm looking up right now. Go ahead.
I think he's second or third. He's up there in regular season wins.
Him?
I think Belichick,
Shula, and Reed, right?
I think Belichick and Shula might be ahead of him. I mean, yeah, but double check me. Don't quote me on that.
We're missing one. We're missing two. Don Shula's 1.
Yeah.
Belichick's 3. Reed is 5.
Who's
4
2?
is kind of obvious. 2 would be a little difficult.
What?
2, you're going the original coach.
Well, why ain't Tittle?
No. Tittle was no.
What, Lombardi?
No, he didn't coach long enough.
All right, who's that 2?
2 is George Halas from the Bears.
Oh, how did I forget?
He's 40 years. Shula's at 328.
Yeah.
Halas is at 318. Belichick is at 290. So he's 28 behind second. Landry is 4th at 250, and Reed is 5th at 233. And then there's Carly Lambeau, Paul Brown, Marty Schottenheimer, Chuck Noll, and Dan Reeves are the top 10. Mike Tomlin is 19th at 154.
And Mike Tomlin's in.
Pete Carroll's 152, Sean Payton's at 152, and Mike McCarthy's at 143. 1, 2, 3.
McCarthy's at 143?
Yeah, 15 seasons, bro. You're pumping out 13 wins a year with Rodgers. It stacks up quick. Don't forget, he had Favre and then Rodgers. He never had a downtime.
I figured.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 active coaches are in the top 25. John Harbaugh is just outside at 27th with 137.
Harbaugh's been racking his up too lately.
And that's a little rivalry because Tomlin and Harbaugh came 1 year apart. Tomlin's at 15 years, 154. So he's averaging 10.4 a year. Harbaugh's at 14 years, 137. So he's just under 10 a year. So 1 year difference, 17 win differential between them. But if you look where Andy is, I mean,
he's right there.
He's going to hold on.
Speaking of coaches, man, there's an odd coaching move. Hugh Jackson hiring Art Browse down in Grambling State. And for those who aren't familiar with Art Browse, we'll just have he had a quick interview. And I just want to kind of take a look at it because, and we'll talk about it once we come out of the 4 minutes of it. But I was kind of perplexed, I should say, about the hire. Let's take a look.
There is a reason it has been some time since you last coached college football. After being fired from Baylor back in 2016 amid a campus wide sexual assault investigation, the NCAA did not find you guilty of any NCAA violations. However, the investigation did find that you failed to report sexual misconduct among your players. What is your response to that?
Well, and fortunately, the NCAA didn't find any violations, and Baylor's general counsel exonerated me and the rest of our staff also, which was good. It's sad that it was a campus-wide situation where there were no. We actually didn't get an a Title IX person until the fall of 2015. So reporting policies and procedures were not as available as they should be for everybody, including students, on campus. You report what you know, and we did the best we felt at the time, and apparently it wasn't good enough, and I'm sorry for anybody that suffered any consequences because of it.
Looking back now, what would you have done differently?
That's a huge question. Just made sure that everyone was on the same page about what to do and when to do it and how to report and, how to protect students and everybody involved. I just think, like I said, we're just still learning. I'm still learning, and I'm kind of a good soldier, so to speak. I mean, if you tell me what to do, I'm going to do it, and that's just what I've always done. So hopefully, I've learned that people need to recognize the places and the policies and the procedures that are there, and understand the space that every individual deserves.
What will you do differently here at Grambling?
I'll do exactly what I'm, required to do and what they expect of me, which is to be a very solid citizen, to be a positive leader on a day in and day out basis, to do everything I can do to protect our students and our student athletes on campus, and to represent the Grambling University to the best of my ability, because I'm very humble and grateful to be at this university.
If you are made aware of allegations concerning one of your student athletes, what will you do?
I'll report it to Title IX immediately, and to Coach Jackson, Dr. Scott.
Why should players trust you? Why should parents trust you? And why should the overall Grambling community trust you based on what has happened in the past?
I've coached over 40 years, and the word trust is thrown around a bunch. It's the hardest thing to get anybody to do, regardless of the situation, regardless of the environment, regardless of the profession. I mean, trust is a strong word to use. It's always something I took a lot of pride in with our coaches, with our student athletes, with our support staff, that if you said something, people couldn't believe it. I think the only way you can gain trust is by how you perform on a daily basis, how you interact with people on a daily basis, and then you have the opportunity to gain some trust. But there's not a magic wand that you can say it and all of a sudden somebody's going to trust you. You have to earn that trust, and that's certainly what I'll do on a daily basis at Grambling University.
Are you ready to face any potential backlash?
I don't guess you're ever ready for any backlash, but when you face it, you just face it head on, and hope that people look at the person and give the person an opportunity to prove themselves.
A lot there. And
same question, 7 different ways though.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to mix them up, like.
Well, no, I think she's probably not as seasoned as a Barbara Walters. So let's just say that. And Matt took the words right out of my.
Did you see my face when he said it? That was the one thing I thought. And number 2, holy shit, she sounded like Kermit the Frog. What do you think you're going to do? That's that Southern drawl, though. Sometimes it sounds different to a Northerner.
Well,
Real quick, Stephanie, yes, we were talking about NFL all-time coaching wins before. What's his role? I miss it. What's his role on the staff?
OC. He's OC.
Well,
now you as a coach, you OC, you're up there. You're
basically the most important coach, right?
Yeah, you're one of the most important coaches on that staff.
It just goes to show, man, that no matter what level of coaching you're on, some coaches will do anything to win and hire anybody, no matter how many question marks there are with character. And that's here because the character questions are there. She didn't ask one question of what kind of system you run in, what are you looking for in your quarterback? It's, hey, dickhead, are you still a dickhead? Like, that's literally what she said 7 times, right? Like, I'm sorry, forgive my mouth, Steph, but am I wrong? It was basically, tell me you're still a dickhead. Are you still a dickhead? Would you be a dickhead if this happened? Like, they just wanted to get a major headline. Like,
yeah, but I mean,
happens when you hire people with questionable morals and who haven't done the right thing in the past. That's what the headline is.
He has to face your music because there were so many when he was coaching Baylor. There were numerous sexual assault allegations against football players that he was the coach of. And correct me if I'm wrong, Nick. When you're the coach, you literally are pseudo parent. You have to be in control of your program, and you have to hold them to a different set of standards when it comes to behavioral things.
How do you hire them? Like, why take the chance of bringing them in and now something happens? I don't know. I don't get it. Is Hugh Jackson that desperate? Like, you figure his name, coaching pedigree, being in the NFL head coach, and now at a school like gambling, you figure he wouldn't have to be desperate. Like, this screams desperation to me. Coaching, just from the coaching side of it. If I'm only going to bring in somebody, I would never bring somebody with a questionable character like that. But if you bring somebody in with questionable character like that, it's because you're petrified of losing your job and you're desperate.
Look, I'll say this: just
like, let somebody else rehabilitate him. Let him earn it somewhere else. Don't be the one to do it.
I'll say this: just schematically wise, offensive wise, him being OC, Baylor. I mean, look at pretty much RG3 probably is not in the league without that Art Brown's offense in that run and shoot that he was running. I mean, so the proof there that just football wise, it can mean something.
Football wise, obviously, it's a good get for them. It's a great get. But he's not taking that job if there's no character issues. He's probably still at Baylor if there's not the character questions.
Or another school.
The only reason he's gone because of that offense that he ran and the talent he was pulling down there.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, it goes back to screaming for desperation for Hugh Jackson, which doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you're going down there and you're taking over, was it 98% black school, right?
It's HBCU.
Yeah. So it's majority. Like, number one, he's sticking out like a sore thumb already. Number two, all eyes are going to be on him, right? Like, I'm just calling it what it is. Like, and now you got the character question. If I'm a student at that school, this is the best we could do. If I'm a player on that team, what's the hot topic now in sports? Minority coaches getting opportunities, right, at coordinator positions. We can't find a minority coach with good character to bring in here. We had to do that.
Mm.
I'm saying that as a white guy, so I can't imagine what players there are thinking right now.
No, I'm glad you went there because you're literally saying the thing that's on the top of my head, and I'm like, what is Hugh Jackson like really at this point to get a guy with such a character flaw? Like, how do you
that type of school too, right? Like let's call it what it is.
How do you not know what your team is doing as a coach? You can't tell me that you don't get any
They
kind of
manage every
whispers.
second of these days, bro. They know who they hang out with. They know where they're at parties. They got students undercover that they pay to go fucking follow these guys around to make sure they're on the up and up.
You can't tell me that he had no idea about it. I mean, this is and I hate to bring it up, but this
The Nile is more than a river, my friend. The Nile is more than a river.
Is it not on the same level as Paterno? Not knowing things and not saying anything about it? I mean, is it not?
It's a very, very questionable hire at a school and a program that's starting to have more light shined upon them, right? Like with Dion, Eddie George, Hugh Jackson, HBCUs are talked about more now in the mainstream than they ever have. It's being talked about more than ever before. Why do it? Like,
I'm with you, Nick. I don't get the timing.
And I can talk logic to any situation. I say it all the time. You guys ask me shit, and I'll take the side of an argument just to express what maybe they're thinking.
You can't even come up with one.
Get this one. I don't get it. I don't get it. You're at an HBCU. You got a majority, if not every player on your team is African American. There's talks about how come coaches aren't giving minorities opportunities in head coaching spots as OC, DC, or HC. You're the head coach.
What's crazy?
You are a minority, and that's who you bring in. That's fucking.
The NFL has 32 teams. College, it's even worse in college if you look at the numbers.
It's between all three levels, you're talking 700-800 head coaches in the country. Between D1, D2, D3, NAIA, HBCU. So and that's just football. We're not even talking the other sports, how many head coaches there are. But to do that, man, is really
I'm baffled by it.
Strange.
And I wanted to play the clip because when I saw it, when I saw that the news came down, and I found the clip, it's like he really didn't want to take onus on what he did. Did you not get that same vibe? I got the vibe like, yeah, I got in trouble, I got fired, but it's like he really didn't want to seem like take ownership for it.
Denial is more than a river, my friend. That's all I could say. Like, just deny. Don't ever admit guilt, and just hope the questions fade away because you give the same boring answer.
And that's what I got. Like, I'm not going to admit guilt. I'm not going to take onus of it. And I'll report it to Title IX and Coach Hugh Jackson and Dr. Scott. Like, come on, man. I don't think he learned his lesson.
Yeah. It's not that he learned his lesson. It's just a person like that seems just to be arrogant, and he's not going to admit fault because
I've been coaching for 40 years.
Yeah.
Well, if you've been coaching for 40 years, you should know by now that there's some stuff you just can't let slide. If you've been coaching for 40 years, you know what your team is up to.
And you're a fucking adult. You should know right from wrong.
He looked like Gandalf the Grey.
Like, why did we just kill Juwan Howard the other day? Because when he reached over his players to swing, he put his players in a bad situation. And your job as a head coach is to put your players' best interest in mind.
Especially in college,
when you're at a university,
students too.
You're at a university and you're being paid to be a leader, and you're representing that school. You just don't represent the football team. You represent every student in that school, past and present and future. So your job is to protect the females as much as everybody players. If you're going to be a decent human being, that has nothing to do with being a football coach. That has to do with being a decent fucking person and not turning the blind eye to something as horrific as that. That's fucking horrible. And I hope to God he gets fucking fired before he even gets to call a game. I'm getting like more heated about it. Like the more like we talk about it, like.
And it's understandable because I mean, the dude looked like he just was like, And
you know what I need right now? You know I love my black women. I need my black women at gambling to go put a fucking protest, a sit-in or something, and be like, We don't
Hell
want that
no.
guy here. You know what I mean?
Why would I send my daughter to that school now, knowing that he's on that campus?
Yeah.
Because he's not.
And if I'm a player, I'm like, oh, yo, coach got my back. Let's do some stupid shit. Coach got my. Yo, I just realized you're wearing a BWO shirt. Blue World Order.
No, it's a wrestling group I got in Facebook, Black Wrestling Order.
Oh,
Yeah.
You remember ECW with like Steve
BW,
Blue World Order, the big beanie? No, 25 years ago today, I was at the Manhattan Center in the front row when ECW invaded Monday Night Raw with Lawler and I'll send you the link, bro. I'm in the front row across from the camera. I am on TV the entire time. I almost fought Crush because I'm like this. I'm this far away from his face at the guardrail. What the fuck is that tattoo on your face, you weirdo? Rest in peace, Crush. You're a good dude. I was one of Undertaker's boys. Sonny was in the ring against Marlena for like an arm wrestling match with the Honky Tonk Man as like the announcer. It was wild, man. It was so much fun.
Jeez, you're going
25 years ago today,
Honky Tonk Man.
25 years ago today. We bought a giant pink poster board with nothing written on it. And we told everybody that's going to be us. They're like, why are you going to have nothing written on it? I go, 2 reasons. Number 1, everybody writes on the sign. You'll be able to see which one's us. And number 2, me and my buddy, we have so much to say, we can't figure out what to write. So we're going to leave it blank. I had a pager because it was 1997.
A pager? That's the second pager reference in
my
1
girlfriend,
hour.
my friends, my parents, my sister. I was like, page me if you see us on TV. Bro, I had like 100-something pages that night. It was wild. I was on TV the entire time.
Go Google pages, you young whippersnappers. Go Google pages. Hey, I there was a homeboy back in Kansas City that would match his pages with his outfit, and he had a Roller pager.
Oh, because you could get the different cases
in all the cases. Like,
and the only reason I had a pager, my buddy I worked with had a pager business on the side. It would just give me free pagers and activate them, and every month he'd give me a new one.
Pages, bro.
Jersey life, bro.
Easy taking us doing the Time Warp, but yeah, man. I'm really not understanding this hire, and
it's very, very bad look. It's a
I don't like that look. It's bad on the optics of it. It's real bad on the optics, especially when you see an interview like that where he shows no contrition, shows no growth, he shows no actual emotion that he actually gave a damn of what he did wrong. I mean, obviously, I guess it's because, legal reasons he probably won't admit guilt right there in the interview. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure there was some red tape on that interview.
I saw Matt's comment. That's good shit, Matt.
So, I mean, I don't know.
Man, it's like, what good comes out of it? If he fucks up again, morality-wise, you put your coaching job on the line as Hugh Jackson for somebody who's already got questionable decision-making in his past, right? Like, this ain't gonna end well. I could see it might not be this year, next year. DUI on, you know what I mean? Leaving like a fucking coaching event. It's gonna be something stupid because when you make bad decisions in life, you just don't all of a sudden start making good decisions. You make bad decisions all the time. Only you get caught once in a while, right?
I just hope that Hugh knows exactly what the hell he's doing with this situation. Because if it goes bad, man, he's risking everything. I see your comment, man. He is risking everything. He is literally. There's a lot at risk at this, and this. Look, man, this. You don't want to. Why would Hugh? I'm just confused. Why would you want to put the?
Why do you tie your ship to that anchor? Why do you tie your ship to that anchor? Right. Especially, like I said, with the temperature in the country right now and the temperature in sports with giving minorities chances, what better university is there to give a minority coach a prominent coaching job than
one of the most recognized HBCUs in the country?
What's the rival? Gambling and Southern?
Grambling Southern?
Yeah.
I mean, they do the Bayou Classic.
I know Jackson State's coming up now, and the other ones that that now Dion is there. But
and now you got
Dion ain't making
with Eddie George.
Dion ain't making that move.
Dion would have never done it. Dion would have never done it.
Oh, I see your comment, Seth. Thank you. No problem. I'm glad that you watched for the whole hour and dealt with us. And I.O.W. Sports enjoys having you too.
No, we definitely enjoy Stephanie. And look, the hour is up
already. Let's keep going, man. My coffee ain't wearing off.
Yeah, your coffee isn't, but my weed is. So it is munch time.
If it's wearing off, you should be awake, bro.
No.
If it's kicking in, you're getting tired.
No. I am hitting munch time. It's time. Those munchies just kicked in, dumb heavy, and I got tacos in the fridge. So, yes, tacos at 1 a.m. But no, I will be filming tomorrow because I did miss Tuesday.
It's better to have tacos at 1 a.m. than cover up college rape. So no matter what you eat at night, just think it's always better to do that than what this coach did.
Yes, and we're going to leave it.
You can do it 1 o'clock in the morning instead of tell your player, delete this phone call. It never happened.
I don't know if the big homie's going to be here tomorrow at midnight because we're making up a show that I missed on Tuesday. But look, come back now for episode 144.
144 tomorrow?
Yes, 144.
Oh, that's perfect. I'm gonna do another Chappelle, tie it all together. We are gonna do episode 144, and it is gonna be dedicated to the number 144, Keith Van Horn.
Y'all come back now. Same midnight hours, same Wild Card Mar and Big Homie.
Thanks for watching, man. Thanks for watching, Steph. Have a good night, everybody.
Be good, brother.
Sound like hell, TD Hurst. Let's get it. Let's go. Alright, let me get serious this time. Yo, I'm on my God of War shit. All the war spits, let the bass kick, nigga, feel the fucking floor lift. Watch your pores rip from these razor blade fingertips. Smoke hit your face like a hammer fist. Outstanding with suicidal flow. Nose diving to a free fall. Speedball, cannonball, jerking out on Adderall. I just watch the bodies fall. Supercharged like Dragon Ball. When I spit this fire out my mouth, you hear the dragon skull. Daily with explosiveness, just softer than some woven silk. Grinding rappers, flesh in the syrup and call it muscle milk. Some nutritious, my hunger forever endless. I'm vicious and bloodthirsty, my nigga. I handle business pretentious, I leave them injured. Eating figures for dinner underground like Matt the Splinter, then hibernate.